Okay, welcome back. This is definitely a little bit different and out of the blue, but I'm going to make what I believe is the only video on YouTube, maybe the internet, of this topic. I could be wrong, of course, but I looked and looked, and there's like no information on this topic. So, what is the topic? The topic is mounting either an M203 or a 37 mil to a modern, specifically M-LOK handguard or upper. There is one video about the RI or R2 where it's the Picatinny version of this. But if you want M-LOK, there's the Daniel Defense R3, and then I believe Knights Armament made one at some point, but couldn't find one. So really, your option is this, the Daniel Defend R3. But there's no instructions online. It's really kind of a learning process, we'll call it that. But I wanted to make a couple videos. This one is an overview, and then I wanted to give you guys a chance to ask questions before the next video because I can't be the only person on the internet that wants to do this. So, if we are doing something like this, right, your A1, A2, even the M4 with the shorter version of this, uh, that's easy, right? Everybody knows how to do that. This is easy to put on. But if you want to do something with M-LOK, something modern, man, it is a chore. So you can buy this by itself. And at first I was going to, but then I thought, do I really want to do a project? I mean, I guess this is a project, but do I want to do an additional project of having to research and source, all the parts for the upper? And I don't. So I just bought the upper. Um, and it comes with this on the bottom here, so it's just normal handguard. Now, how do you mount either a 37 or a 40 to this? And for those watching who don't know, yes, all of this stuff is completely 100% legal, at least where I live. So, don't come in here trying to tell me I'm breaking the law because I'm not. So, how do you mount this to this? Well, you need some hardware, which you can't really see because it's semi-mounted. Where do you get that hardware? Well, it doesn't come with it, so you have to ask Daniel Defense. And kind of a funny story. So I emailed Daniel Defense, told them what I needed. They said, no problem. They sent me one screw, one washer, and one of these little tabs that are right here that you'll see eventually. So I emailed back and I said, forgive me, but I think this may be a mistake. Again, there's no instructions, so let me know if I'm wrong. They said, oh, no problem. We'll send you the right stuff. And then they sent me a return label. So they actually want me to return one screw, one washer, and one tab. Okay, fine. It's their screw. I'm going to send it back to them. I'm not mad though because I will say, and if Daniel Defense is watching this, the customer service, apart from the little hiccup, fantastic. I mean, immediate turnaround, sometimes within hours. They are Johnny on the spot, and I think they're doing a really good job. So it's a funny story, but I'm not complaining about the customer service. I think the customer service from Daniel Defense has been actually extremely responsive and helpful. So setting all that aside, they're going to come, or they're going to provide, it doesn't come with it, they're going to provide two of these tabs, some screws, and there's a mounting hardware that goes, it's a U-shaped thing. Again, you're going to see this eventually, don't worry. U-shaped thing that goes on the inside. I don't know how much I can show you. I think YouTube has rules about showing installs of stuff. So I'm not going to show you how to install it. I'm just going to kind of give you an overview. So to the point where you can kind of figure it out on your own. Some of the stuff I had to learn the hard way, and I don't want you to have to learn the hard way. So if you don't know, and again, I mounted both of them so I can't, but this has kind of a hook here, and it goes over the barrel and goes in place. and then it kind of cams into place and connects to these tabs here that stick out once you attach them. Here's the curveball that I was thrown. If you don't know what this is, that is a rivet. So yes, the hardware needs to be riveted to the handguard. I didn't know that. I don't own a rivet gun. So I just ordered a rivet gun. And since I have to wait till, I guess, Wednesday or so, till it gets here anyways, that's why I wanted to do this as a two-part, because I want to give you guys a chance to ask any questions before I do anything permanent, like we'll rivet this in place, and then I can't take it apart to show you and explain things. So there is a little bit of an order of operations here. I had to take, by the way, I had to take the whole handguard off, or not this little back section here, but from here forward, because that mounting hardware won't go around the barrel, and even if you could, like get a pencil barrel, it definitely will not fit with the tabs mounted. So what that means is I had to take this off, mount this, and then kind of put everything back together. There are 2 screws. So there's a set of screws that goes around this way, but then there's also 2 here. So there's one here and one here. So those have to be on there. These don't. I mean, I just have one here to hold it in place. But there is an order, right? So this has to be on here with these 2 screws. Then you put this, then you cam it into place. But I'm going to have to take it all back apart because you can't see. But when you put the rivet in, if you have the tab installed, let's see how well I can show you, but so the rivet goes in here. But if the tab is installed, it won't go in as far as it needs to. So you have to install the rivet, then install the tab. And the barrel can't be in place because then you don't have room to put the screw on the inside going, out. So I am going to show you this on the next video, taken apart before I do the install. But for now, let me know if you have any questions about this process. I don't really know. I can't show you this with the barrel because if you don't know, this is just a receiver. This is a 4473 item. As soon as you put a 40 mil rifle barrel on there, then it becomes NFA item. I did order a 37 mil barrel, which is smoothbore, which doesn't change the designation, doesn't make it an NFA item, but the machining was wrong and it wouldn't go all the way. It got stuck, it got hung up. So I had to send it back, and hopefully they said they're going to test it before they send me a replacement. So at least I'll have a 37 mil. Honestly, 40 mil is so hard to get. I don't know if I'm even going to get the barrel. I'm not in a rush to get the barrel. I kind of just wanted the 37 just to have fun with it. And then I have this, which is this is just a dedicated 37. But I wanted to do the kind of Vietnam retro build, so that lives on there. And then I wanted something, a little more handy than that giant musket over there. So I wanted something a little more modern too. And down the line, I can put a 40 mil barrel on there, but I'm waiting, like I said in the last video about the FRTs, I'm waiting for the end of the year to do some. Well, I guess now I don't have to do Form 1s, hopefully, because of the recent court ruling. Actually, I'll be covered. I'm a member of one of the organizations, and so I won't have to Form 1 stuff, but I will have to Form 1 this if I want to put a 40 mil barrel on it. Also, speaking of not going all the way in, do you have to rivet it? Can you get away with just not riveting it? No, you cannot. And the reason is that, if you don't know, the handguard butts up against the edge of the magwell here. And it has a spring pressure on it. So what that means is that the spring pressure is going to push this forward. So it's supposed to sit flush like that. But if you're pushing here, it's just going to push it out of place. So yeah, you do have to rivet it. So we'll see next week. Hopefully, if I can't get a video out next week with an update, then maybe the week after. Sorry, I'm unbelievably busy, if you guys can't tell by my posting schedule. But last chance to ask questions now. This is the only video that I'm aware of on the internet. So I'll do my best. I'm not an expert. I'm learning this now as I go. So give me any ideas, give me any feedback, give me any questions, and the next time we talk, hopefully I can do my best to answer these questions for you about your 40 or 37 mil under barrel specifically. You can get the rail mounted one. That's a completely different story. You don't need my video for that. But specifically the barrel mounted launchers, yeah, let me know your questions.